I take budgeting very seriously, and when I think about what we have to do in our budget, which is a statement of our values and a preparation for our future, it is about funding our future.
I think we all have one thing in common, whether we're teachers, firefighters, animal control, or non-represented government employees. We all have one thing in common, that is underinvestment.
I work a second job to try to make ends meet.
AACPS schools not fully staffed.
Our numbers show that we are short 199 teachers.
Your teachers are exhausted.
These kids are our future. They're the future of Anne Arundel County.
The message was very clear coming from our new superintendent, Dr. Bedell.
We are in a situation in this country where since 2020, we've had 600,000 teachers leave the field of education.
The National Education Association is predicting a mass teacher exodus over the next several years.
We are losing teachers at alarming rates. My school alone has lost 100 plus in the last 4 years.
And I think a lot of it has to do with how educators are being valued in this country, the importance of educators.
Now, along with all the vacant positions, researchers say about 163,000 positions have now been filled by underqualified teachers.
As you gain more experience, teachers that become more seasoned tend to have a better understanding of how to work with the diverse mindsets that show up in our classrooms, right? And some of those things you're not going to learn through theory. What I don't want to happen under my leadership is 10 years from now, kids who have graduated and they're saying, Dr. Bedell, I feel like y'all just pushed us through.
We can't fill the positions if we don't pay as much as our neighbors. We have to be competitive. And teaching is a tough job these days. And to make it a career, we have to make it attractive.
Our children deserve to be taught by the best and brightest educators. And if we want that to happen, we need to make sure we are funding competitive salary scales.
Compensation is one area that we can fix. That's one of the problems that I think will ultimately get more people to have an interest in wanting to go back and major in education and become teachers.
With my pay, when I started looking for a house, I was not able to find anything in the county that I would be able to afford.
Here I stand before you, pushing 60, and I can't afford my own house because I'm a teacher.
You have a strong education system because you are able to fully staff it. You're able to compensate people properly. All of that comes back to you in a return.
So I know that it's hard to ask taxpayers to dig deep for education, particularly if they don't have a family member that's in the school system. But if you think about what it takes to have a thriving economy, to have businesses who want to be here, it takes good schools.
I'll say this. It costs money to be great. People not willing to put the money in there to be great, then the repercussions of not doing it are going to be far worse.
These children are all of our children, and every penny you put towards it is worth it.
I've been very clear as an outsider in my first 16 listening and learning tours about the embarrassment of being ranked 20 out of 24 in starting teacher salaries, being ranked 15th out of 24 in average teacher salary, yet we're the third wealthiest county in the 11th wealthiest state in the country. You tell me, how does that make any sense?
It's an 8% increase for everybody, and additional money for special ed teachers and bus drivers, because that's what we need to do.